we're going to be able to beat them. His sniping is, you know, on par with any other player on the circuit. And so we kind of think of Hysteria as one of the backbones of the team. He can shut down a section of the map really easily, especially on something like Narrows. And then, you know, Fear itself, he's a huge charger, but he's so individually skilled. So we looked at those two players as definitely players we have to watch out for.
All right, well, speaking of those two players, let's jump on board with Fear itself. He is over here at Gold Tower. Instinct still with control of about a 50-second lead here on Guardian Oddball. Fear itself trying to charge over towards that Oddball location, but he is being fended off there by Macchio, Snipedown, and Lunchbox. Now, what is the key here on Guardian Oddball?
I think the key on Guardian Oddball is playing the ball. You know, that's basically a supercharge strat. You know, I don't know if I should be saying this, but playing the ball, it takes a few seconds for it to reset, and by that time, you get a chance to get top center and, you know, try to kill a guy going for ball. And then as soon as your whole team spawns, you know, one of them's dead. So you're already looking at getting more map control.
That's right. We were watching as you guys played against Triggers Down, and it seemed 10 minutes went by. Fear itself picking up a triple kill. I had to point that out. Sorry, this kid is playing phenomenal right now. But in your game against Triggers Down, it was 10 minutes into the game, and you guys only had 100 seconds of ball time. What was going on there? Was your strategy just to keep the ball out of play as much as possible?
That's definitely one of our strategies. A lot of the game, I went insanely negative that game, if you remember. And
I wasn't gonna bring it up. All right.
my whole thing is I kept rushing top center and trying to delay them getting the ball. So, you know, although I went really negative, I think it held them off the ball, and it allowed us to you know, set up and get more ball time.
Again, I mean, one of the things I want to point out is that a lot of times people focus on stats too much, whether we're positive or negative. But watching your play, watching how much you put yourself out there for your team, that makes a huge difference, because if you're fending the other team off, they're also not getting time. I think a lot of people forget about that. And one of the other things I noticed was in doing that, what you guys seem to set yourself up for was so that when you're grabbing time with the ball, you're getting 10 or 15 seconds worth of time rather than just a couple of seconds.
Yeah, we definitely like to wait for a couple of the opponent's members to be dead before we push for the ball, and then we have pretty good setup for on Guardian to lock down each side of the map depending on where we take the ball.
It was definitely entertaining to watch. And this is another good one. It seems like Instinct doing a good job so far.
We just got 5 minutes left here.
Not getting onto a roll. They're still down. You know what? They got to make a rush soon, because right now it seems like Instinct is keeping them out of their setup, off their game plan, which is a huge change for them. Maybe they're building off the momentum of that last game.
Now, Elamite, can you compare the two play styles for these two teams for us?
I think Triggers Down is a lot more, you know, run and gun, use the individual skill to overcome the other team. Well, Instinct tries to use a lot more of, you know, teamwork and you know, just outsmarting the other team.
Got it. Well, which would you rather play against? Which play style is easier for straight Rippin to counter?
You know, although we lost the game to Instinct, I think, you know, since our LAN with them, we really know how they play and what they're capable of, which they are a really good team. But Triggers Down, we've only played them one time, so we don't really know, you know, what the other maps we haven't played them, like how good they are.
Well, I hear you, but based on what I saw earlier in terms of how you're playing against both these teams, I don't think either one of them is looking forward to that matchup when and if it does happen for them. But right now, they've got other things on their mind. The winner of this game is going to go up 2-1, and he's sitting on an advantage as they try and get back into that championship game against Straight Rippin. But right now, it looks like Instinct with the advantage, both on ball time and setup, just really breaking through, taking down Triggers Down members 1-2 at a time.
All right, but one thing to point out, Sundance, is Instinct has been stuck in the 90s for about 3 minutes. So they're going to need to focus on that oddball once again. Triggers Down, they just can't pick up more than 5 seconds at a time. It just seems that Instinct is doing a great job of shutting down the oddball player as soon as anyone from Triggers Down gets close to it. Right now we're checking out his Snipedown, was holding on to some oddball action. Now he's got that sniper in his back pocket. What do you think about the oddball player carrying the power weapons? Does it work on this map, Elamite?
It doesn't work very well, but sometimes you just got to pick up the ball. You know, hopefully your teammates can come and take the ball from you, you know, early on. But sometimes you know, it's not so much about the power weapon, it's the ball time that wins the game, not the kills. So, you know, a team can easily get outslayed and still win the game.
Absolutely. I was going to say, I was very impressed there by Snipedown to play selflessly, picking up those kills he knew did not matter as much as picking up the 20 seconds of ball time. And now his team has about a 60-second cushion over here against Triggers Down. Triggers Down running out of time with 2:28 left on the clock. You see Snipedown trying to get an angle on the oddball. He pushed top middle and got the kill there on Fear itself before dying. But meanwhile, we have Hysteria grabbing the oddball for Triggers Down. He's going to be pushing over towards Camel's side. He actually dropped the ball, tossing it to his teammate, and then engaged Lunchbox, but was out the yard. Macchio commanding his troops to charge over towards the blue tower. Roy's going to be the first to get over there. And he's now going up against former teammate Victor X, takes him out. Meanwhile, Macchio and friends still pushing top gold. The ball is going to go top middle. And with 3 down for Triggers Down, this game looks all but over. And that is 4 down for Instinct. We're going to hop on board with Fear itself, who's going to try and make something happen here with 90 seconds left on the clock. He's got the oddball, bottom yellow. Is there any chance of Triggers Down coming back in this game at this point, Elamite?
I don't think so. With the whole 15 minutes already gone by and them only able to pick up 69 seconds, I don't see them making a big run here at the end.
So you hear it, Elamite calling them dead already, saying they're out of it. You know what? The way Instinct has been able to build on that lead, I got to agree.
All right. Well, this game is mathematically impossible for Triggers Down to win. Instinct is going to move ahead 2-1. And up next is going to be multi-flag on Onslaught.
All right, folks. Well, since this game's mathematically over, we're going to take a real quick break from MLG Championship Sunday. We'll be back in a minute just after this break.
The 2008 Major League Gaming Pro Circuit, powered by Xbox, is presented by GameStop and brought to you by Bungie, Dr. Pepper, and Stride.
Team Classic, you just came out of nowhere to take second place at the very first Major League Gaming Pro Circuit event. What advice would you give Halo 3 players out there who want to become a pro?
You know, my advice to them, just get a game battle team and get up on the ladder.